This preview is a flight from Osaka, Japan to Iwakuni. It's pretty long. I've been wanting to fly Japan for a while, so I went in and got all of the world map point of interest locations for, I guess you'd call this southern Japan. It's already a 203-mile flight, but I'm also going to check out sites along the way. So this may end up being 2 or 3 flight plans. We'll see what I end up with, but these are basically just only the points of interest. I haven't even gone through Google Maps. For example, Osaka Castle seems to be worthwhile to stop by and see, and there seem to be a number of temples and castles and that sort of thing all along the way. So we'll see how long this ends up being, but we're gonna right now call it from Osaka to Iwakuni. So let's go ahead and fly it. These flights are free to download and fly in World Map. Just download them off of simflightplan.com/download. So we're flying the NX Cub. The waypoint numbers, I've started using user USR sequentially so that aircraft with the Garmin don't have a problem. The Himeji Temple is our first waypoint. It looks like the park there points right to it. So that's the Himeji Temple. That's pretty cool. We're supposed to head for Kobe Tower, but we're going to check out Osaka Castle first, which is north of our flight path. Oh, we need to get past the hills, and it'll be off to our northwest as we crest the hills there. Hopefully we can see the park. Oh, so Osaka Castle is in downtown, or what I was calling downtown. So there's like an inner moat, and I guess one of those buildings must be it. I mean, that's a pretty substantial building. Probably that office building based on the white and dark coloring. Maybe that one tucked in the trees there. Hard to say, but they're all rendered as modern buildings anyway. Not sure at what point we'll start to see the Kobe Tower. We're still 16 miles away. It's like a baseball stadium, judging by the shape. Maybe they have the infield covered. And there's the Kobe Port Tower. And that's our Kobe Port Tower. Oh, looks like there's a shrine or temple right there. What is that? Minatogawa Jinya? I'm gonna bet that's the Akashi-Kaikyo Bridge. Doing my best with the pronunciations. Sorry, Japanese friends. If that's not the bridge with the push pin, it's gonna be. You probably won't hear it in the video, but the cockpit is screaming at me to pull up. It's starting to sound condescending. So there's the Akashi-Kaikyo Bridge with my best attempt at pronunciation. And it is wide enough for an X-Cub. Well, in the interest of time, I'm not going to fool around anymore, but the real challenge would be to fly through one of the uprights. Oh, maybe I should watch where I'm flying. Here's the bottom of the Akashi-Kaikyo Bridge. Oh, there's a little temple. Kakurin-Lee. Let's go down and take a look. Judging by the roofs, it definitely looks like a group of temples, and you can see the tall ones rendered as a temple. So that's Kakurin-Lee. I'm not going to create a pushpin for it since it's right on the flight path. Oh, there's another one right on the other side of the river. The good news, bad news about Japan is like every road has imagery. It's like those autonomous Google Earth vehicles must have covered every inch of Japan, but it makes it hard to find the photogrammetry from individuals. Yeah, I don't see the temple over here. Oh, there it is. Pretty sure that's it. The Tagasago Shrine. Well, pretty sure that's our Himeji Castle. Again, apologies if the pronunciation's incorrect. Right there by the Prefectural Museum of History. Makes sense. Oh, wow. Yeah, they ain't messing around. That thing goes on forever. That's undoubtedly the aquarium. Well, that's the Himeji Castle. Again, a point of interest on world map. That's pretty awesome. So I think I'm going to break this into one leg when I get to Takamatsu. Might have made sense to just land somewhere in Himeji after the castle, but I'm already halfway across the water here. Let's find an airport in Takamatsu. See if we can find it in satellite. There's one. And it doesn't look like it's gonna give us the ICAO code. Yeah, so we're gonna go to Takamatsu Castle Park, and then we're gonna wanna land at Takamatsu Airport. And actually I can use my glass cockpit to find the ICAO code instead of opening a browser. Drop my pin, and then see if I can use nearest to find it. Takamatsu, RJOT, 25 miles in a 217-ish direction, which is definitely the one we want. It's RJOT, and it's an airport. Okay, so if you decide to add an airport in flight, that's a quick way to find the ICAO code for the airport using your glass cockpit if you're already flying an aircraft with a glass cockpit. Takamatsu Castle Park is not actually a world map point of interest. Takamatsu has a little skyline icon. I'm actually not sure what that means in world map, but that's why it's on the flight plan. And then I found Takamatsu Castle Park on the Google map, so we'll see what that is. So I guess that's Takamatsu Castle Park. That sure looks like a castle to me down there. Oh yeah, sure enough, big stone castle and other buildings. Takamatsu had I guess a cityscape icon in Flight Simulator, which I guess just means the skyline is rendered accurately, maybe? Not sure. But it actually ended up being a convenient place to land because this is already a long enough leg for a flight. So I'm going to break this into 2 or 3 legs, but there was plenty to see on this leg of the flight, and this turns out to be a pretty convenient place with a nice big airport. And when I dropped my pin, I didn't even look at the runways. Yeah, I'm gonna need to figure out what I'm gonna do here. Yeah, runway 26. And we're only 4.6 miles away, so it's right on the other side of these little hills. There's our runway, which probably the thing to do is after you leave Takamatsu Castle Park, you can just set the ILS approach in glass cockpit and just follow it in. Overshot it. And yet another thing that's nice about the X-Cub is if you overshoot a giant runway right like this, it's really no problem to drop onto it. This is Takamatsu Airport, which is unscheduled stop from the beginning of the flight plan, but I'm going to break this up into multiple flight plans. So this first leg, I guess we'll call it Himeji Castle. That was probably the coolest, although the Akashi-Kaikyo Bridge was pretty cool too. And look forward to at least one or two more legs if you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe.